Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. This might be a long video. I'm going through first over 30 Spyderco fixed blade knives. I had to figure out how to do my collection of fixed blades for you guys, so I'm going to do it in reverse. I'm showing you a lot of the fixed blades and then I'll take them off the table. I've kept them in their sheaths because it's just better that way. Plus, it's good for you guys to see the sheaths. And I'll try to not take all day on these. Now, that's the Spydercos. But I figured what I'd do is start with the fixed blade knives that aren't Spydercos. And then we'll get to this pile. So let's talk about this. I have these three. You know, I'm a big Chris Reeve fan. I'm a huge Chris Reeve fan. And Chris Reeve, I wanted to get one of his fixed blades. And I saw these. This is the Chris Reeve Professional Soldier, which is great. It's framed. It has this long lanyard that you can wrap around and use it on the handle. You can tie. You can do all kinds of things. And I really love this. For a Chris Reeve knife, kind of inexpensive, Chris Reeve wise, but I just love it. It's S35 VN steel. They're blacked out, 3 ounces only, hollow ground, 3.1 inch blade, 7.2 inches total. I loved it so much. Whoops, I'm supposed to take these off of instead of on. I love them so much that I got all three. Here's the single blade. You can see the jimping right there. It feels great in the hand. I really love this. You have the long lanyard that supports a bigger hand for the grab. And it's a long one, so you can do a lot of things with it. Just a real nice knife. So you saw the Tanto, the Insingo, and of course, the Drop Point. Great knives. Great knives. So those are the only Chris Reeve. Yeah, I've got to situate myself here, guys, so sorry. Those are the only Chris Reeve fixed blade knives that I have. You guys know I really love Brous blades. I was introduced to Brous blades on the internet. I was watching YouTube. I was just getting interested in knives. And they kept talking about the Silent Soldier fixed blade neck knife. Silent Soldier, Silent Soldier. So at this point, I was only buying knives from Amazon. And I was in my Spyderco. I was in my Spyderco, cheap knife phase. And so I got the SOG collaboration with Brous blades on the Silent Soldier. And later, I saw where Brous blades, he hated the SOG collaboration. Now the SOG knife was like, I don't know, 30 bucks or so. And I thought I'd go the cheap way. But after he said he hated them, I went all in on Silent Soldiers. You guys can look on this channel. I went so far with Silent Soldier, I think I have everything. I have all of the flippers, all of them. I have 3 of the most exclusive flippers where there were only 100 made, and that's the no-hole Silent Soldier flippers. I've got them all. I just love Silent Soldier. This is Silent Soldier with the Warncliffe blade. And remember, you can put these are supposed to be neck knives, but he also has a Kydak where you can put them on your belt as well. And then you see the holes up here where you can put it around your neck as well. I bought them all blacked out. Of course, they were a lot more expensive than the SOG. By the way, the SOG cuts great. I use the SOG a lot to open up packages and stuff. You can see on these, Browse Blades has this really unique, used to have this really unique jimping as well, which is like 2 rolls of jimping put together as one. Of course, he has the whole hard when you're in there in a tactical situation for anyone to grab it from you. So I really love the whole. This is the Warncliffe version. And then, talk about tactical. Hawkbill situation. Is that a beast or what? All of the Silent Soldier neck knives are D2 steel. Browse Blades love their D2, just like Chris Reeve right now loves his S35VN steel. 2.5 inch for the blade, 4.6 inches total. D2 steel just feels great in the hand, and you can do real damage with this Hawkbill. With all of these neck knives, just a real nice knife. I'm trying not to cut myself. Talk about Browse Blades. You know, one of the Browse Blades hits, early hits. Now, the Silent Soldier really made him super popular. But one of his earlier knives was the Triple Threat. You can see the 3 right there. Tanto blades, D2 steel. So well done. He does great fixed blades. But I only have the Silent Soldiers and the Triple Threats. Look at that. All of these, by the way, are mid-tech knives where he does most of the work, but some of the work he goes outside to get done. This has G10. Look at the scales, carved scales that he's done. It feels so great. Full tang. They feel so great in the hand. So, the blacked out and the tumbled. 3.6 inch blade. 8.2 inch total. Weighs 6.1 ounces. So, those are the non-Spyderco fixed blade knives that I have here. I'm trying to move them out of the way because my desk has gotten very crowded. And this is how you get cut with fixed blade knives. All right, let's talk about the Spydercos. Okay, since we're going to be taking them off of the desk, let's start with these. Now, all of the Spyderco knives and all of the Spyderco fixed blade knives I've already done on my channel. You just have to go through the knives of the day. These were one of the newer knives from the culinary part of Spyderco. These are the Z-Cut knives. I just wanted you to see the Z-Cut knives come in green, red, black, and yellow. And each of those 4 colors have 4 knives. There are the ones with a blunt edge. Again, these are made for the kitchen. So when you're cutting, but you don't need a point, they have blunt edge, serrated, and plain edge. And then they have the ones with the point, plain edge, and serrated. I think they're around less than $20. They have the plastic handles. These things are good for the price. Z-Cut, they sent them to me. I still haven't figured out what to do. I'm going to do something on this channel with these knives when I get a chance. So that's 16 fixed blade knives. Let's start, since we ended with the Z-Cut knives, or we started with Z-Cut, let's continue. The Z-Cut knives and this knife are the only cooking series knives from Spyderco that I have. This is a higher end knife, a nice chef knife. It's the Spyderco 6-inch cook's knife with VG10 steel, black Corian handle, full tang. Man, it feels great in the hand. It really does. 5.7-inch blade, and you know, your regular chef's knife. 3.8 ounces. The total length is 10.2 inches. This is, of course, a little bit more expensive, and man, it's a quality knife. This is the one that bit me last time we talked, so I'm getting this sucker out of here. So, let's see. I have 2 spots. These are older neck knives from Spyderco. Just really nice. They come with the nice sheath with the covered chain as a neck knife. Let me get these. So well done. They have the reverse S that you've seen on the Civilian, but most of you can see on the Cricket. You know, most of the Crickets, this has more of the Cricket with the bigger belly. The reverse S gets it done. Let me tell you, nice point. Black micarta on the handles. It has the finger through the hole to give you total control, hard to get it picked off. This is a nice knife. I have the serrated edge and the plain edge knife. 1.6 inches for the edge, 4.8 inches total. Only weighs 1.4 ounces, but really a nice neck knife. Super nice neck knife. Another neck knife that Spyderco had, and a lot of these I know you guys aren't really used to seeing. This is the Spyderco Sweck. Spyderco Sweck. It's a bigger version of the Spot. Big hole, give you control. Jimping. Wharncliffe blade. The Sweck S30V steel. 2.4 inches for the blade, 5.9 inches total, weighs 1.7 ounces. I told you this is going long. I'm sorry, but I can't rush through it or I'm going to get bit by these knives. Let's see, what else? And I have to pick up the knives off the table, so sometimes I'll be searching. This is a more modern neck knife from Spyderco. It's the Spyderco Arc. This is a really nice knife. The reason that my hands move the way they do is I'm reaching around an iPhone. Just a real nice small knife. This is waterproof. H1 steel from Spyderco. Oh man, it's a nice knife. 2.6 inches. Feels nice in the hand. It's small for the neck knife. Nice lanyard hole. Super thin with FRN scales, fiberglass reinforced nylon scales. Super small. I love the H1 steel. 2.6 inches, 5 inches total, only 0.8 ounces in weight. So a real nice neck knife. Now, let's see where we can go with these knives. I'm going to have to hunt and peck to get my knives out. All right. I picked these 2 knives because they're special. This is a Spyderco Bill Moran Bowie knives. One is a Bowie knife. One is a drop point. This one is an old Bill Moran from Spyderco with the leather sheath. It's the original. One thing you'll notice on this original, which is in great condition, no lanyard hole and something that's really interesting, once I get my hands moving right, no Spyderco hole. You see that? No Spyderco hole on this. I love the fat handle, G10 handle. VG10 steel, 3.9 inch, 3-ounce knife. That's the original. And then later this came out, a nice drop point. That was the Bowie too. And you can see still that same fat handle that just feels great in your hand. There's the lanyard hole, and of course the branding from Spyderco. Just a super nice knife. Super nice. That's the Moran. Let's see, the reverse. So Spyderco came up with this interesting knife. It's called the reverse, the Spyderco reverse. I have the folding knife. The folding knife came first. And the idea is that this knife, as a tactical knife, can be switched with the edge up front with that hook bill, or the hook bill on the back. With the folding knife, you can change out and move the blade. Same with this. You can unscrew it right there and change where the edge is depending on what you prefer. I know I'm going way too small. Let's see, let's do Ronins. This is a rare knife. It's the original Ronin. Just a super nice knife. The Ronin was a collaboration with Spyderco and Michael Snoddy. Michael Janik headed it up for Spyderco. Tactical knife, micarta scales. You can index them with the holes, full tang, and of course Wharncliffe blade. But you see that severe slope down comes to a super tight point. That is the original Ronin. And then Spyderco came out with the Ronin 2 fixed blade, based on the original Ronin. CTS BD1 steel, US steel, a lot less expensive than the Spyderco Ronin that I just showed you, the original from 1998. 4.1 inch blade, 3.9 ounces. Man, I hope I don't ruin these knives. Sorry guys, I'm sorry I'm not as swift as I wish I could be. Oh, this is one of the newest Spyderco knives that just came down the pike. A lot of you love this. This is the Spyderco Waterway with LC200N steel. Spyderco using that waterproof steel developed from NASA on this knife. Man, it feels so great. Full tang, 4.4 inch blade, 4.7 ounces. A knife you can take with you on a boat, scuba diving, or just anywhere on a hike. Again, 4.7 ounces, a real nice knife. And that's one of the newer Spydercos. The Bow River came out about the same time that the Waterway came out. A super less expensive knife. 8CR13 MOV steel. So it's very affordable. 4.1 inch blade, 4.1 ounces, full flat ground, nice blade, full tang, smooth G10 scales, big lanyard hole, very affordable knife. The next knife, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. This is the Gail Bradley Bowie knife, PSF 27 tool steel blade, 4.1 inches, 4.1 ounces, full tang, smooth G10. I keep telling you, no one does smooth G10 better than Spyderco. 2 holes so you can tie this onto an axe handle or a stick or whatever. Just a real nice knife. Feels great in the hand. That's the Gail Bradley Bowie. Oh, this is a big knife. I like this. This is the Temperance 2 from Spyderco. Big knife, VG10 steel, a lot of steel. Brown micarta scales, full tang. You know, the micarta scales, this is probably what we can expect from the Shaman to look something like this. Smooth, nice. Big knife, too. 4.9 inch blade, 9.7 inches total, weighs 7 ounces, full flat ground. Just a real nice knife. I wanted to put these in their sheaths, but I'm scared I'm trying to go so fast that I'll poke myself. I love Bob Lum designs, and I love what Bob Lum has done with Spyderco. Here's 2 sprint runs. You know, Bob Lum came out with the Bob Lum Tanto folding knife, which I love with Spyderco. Spyderco has done 2 sprint runs of the fixed blade version of the knife. The late Bob Lum. Oh, these are so nice. They're so thin. They're so well made. Everything about this is great. VG10 steel, 4.2 inches, 8.4 inches total. Each of them 4.8 ounces. Both sprint runs, which means limited. One VG10 steel and the other with this paper stone micarta handle. And of course, with those great leather sheaths as well. Man, I'm so scared of where I'm going to place these. I can never pronounce Puko, but these are 2 Pukos from Spyderco. One with ironwood, the other with G10. They are Finnish, traditional Finnish fixed blade knives with Scandi grinds. Used, you know, camping and that sort of thing. S30V steel, both of these knives, 3.3 inches. The entire length is 7.8 inches, 4.9 ounces. I know some of you are going to comment that this went very long. It's a lot of knives, and I just want to show you guys. I don't show you my fixed blades enough, so I wanted to get them out of here. Okay, so this, of course, was one of the recent fixed blades from Spyderco. It's the Spyderco Spyderco Provence. Fixed blade knife. One of the Bowies. CPM 4V steel, 6.8 inches. Full 12.3 inches. Total 11.4 ounces. Oh, full tang. Just a wonderful knife. Feels great in the hand. G10 scales. Oh, with a nice leather sheath. Real nice knife. Let's get the throwing knives off the table. Okay. Where are they? I wrote down, oh, here, do I have them? Yeah, I have them. So, I'm trying to find where I talked about the throwing knives, and I can't. Oh, here we go. Here's the throwers. Spyderco came out with the throwers, large, medium, and small. They're all three on the table. Where are they? Here we go. The small 9-inch blades, the medium 10-inch, and the large is 11-inch. 3 in a package and with a sheath that handles all 3 of them. So, let's see if I can pull this out. You can see the throwing blades. The only sharp part is up at the tip. Real nice. I love the fact that they have the sheaths that handle all 3 of them. Just super nice. 9-inch, 10-inch, and 11-inch. 3 each. Let's take these off. Real nice knives. I know, I have to hunt and peck. This is a unique way of doing this. Let's see. Let's do the Proficient. Oh, what am I doing? Here we go. Bushcraft knife. I love the Spyderco Bushcraft. It's just so well done. Smooth G10, full tang. Spyderco took the design. They went online, worked with bushcraft companies in the UK to come up with the best bushcraft knife that they could come up with. O1 steel, a lot of carbon, easy to sharpen, Scandi grind on this. That's what the bushcrafters wanted. The handle's fat, just falls in your hand so you can use it for a long time. 4-inch blade, 8.7 inches total, 7.7 ounces. The bushcraft knife from Spyderco. What I love that they did for people like me, they followed up. For people who don't even know what bushcraft is, I do now. I love watching other people do camping. But for me, as a city dweller, they came up with the same design, a fat handle, but a more useful non-bushcraft knife. And that's the Proficient, which I love. What they did was upgrade everything. Full flat ground, a stainless steel instead of one that's heavy on the carbon, which bushcrafters love. Full flat ground, S90V steel, and that fat handle around that full tang, carbon fiber. Nice, smooth carbon fiber. This is one of my favorite knives. I think with the bushcraft and with this knife, you're set. Okay? I just really love this knife. This is the Proficient. One of my favorite Spyderco knives. Of course, I will be trimming these fixed blades. I haven't in the past because they're a lot more difficult to handle. I was working full time and just trying to do sales on the weekend. But now I have all of these knives, and I have to be honest with you, they're hard to handle. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, so I will be trimming these knives to people who watch this channel at some point soon. This is the Hatchet Hawk from Spyderco. .5160 steel, 5160 steel. The hatchet head, 6.2 inches. The total length, 15.9 inches. With that G10 scales and that big lanyard hole. Some people killed me when I first did the spotlight of that. Hey, I don't know why people were fooled that I didn't know that much about hatchets. I don't, but I love owning them. I do. This is the Spyderco Zoomer, another bushcraft knife. So of course with the sheath, they built in a snap pocket where you could put flints and other things that you need in there. Just a nice sheath for your belt. They kind of goes free. Nice handle. Even when they released that, they said it's a bushcraft knife. Some bushcrafters love to have something for the thumb to go on. Some don't. I got some comments. People were angry that that even existed. So don't buy the knife. Okay. But I like it. It feels great in the hand. I don't know what it would be like as a bushcrafter because I'm not that. But I really like this knife. The Zoomer, CPM 20 CV steel on the Zoomer. 5.2 inches. The blade, 10 inches total, weighs 9.6 ounces. Look at that thick handle. Again, the fit, and you can use it for a very long time without your hand getting tired. All right, let's talk about the Warrior Hawk. Oh, shoot. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't cut myself getting this out. Hold on, guys. Let me take both of these out. Usually when I do these, I take, here we go. Lacey Zabah, Urban. These Urban tomahawks. This was the first one, the original one. D2 steel on both of these. This was the improved one. Instead of a flat edge, one that could do more damage. These are tactical Urban knives with big G10 handles, full tang. Just, ugh. If you need to breach a door or breach a person. Alrighty. This is Sal Glesser's Bowie knife, recently released. It's the Respect, CPM 154 steel, full flat ground, G10 handle, big knife, 7.9 inches for the blade, 13.1 inch total. And then the last final fixed blade, I'm sorry this is so long, but I needed to get this on video. It's hard. You know, I don't put a fixed blade in my daily one. This is a special knife. This was one of, I think Spyderco only did that flash batch twice. This is number 23, which is my Spyderco collector's number out of 1,200. This was Spyderco looking at numbering. You know, I talk about collectors liking numbers, and this was them numbering a knife, saying we're only going to do 1,200, then they're gone. It's number 23. Again, by the late Bob Lum, his design. Oh, it's so beautiful. 10.6 inches, CPM 154 steel, smooth G10, full flat ground, 10.6 inches. The total length, it's a big one, 16.3 inches, and it weighs 1 pound, 1.8 ounces. It's the Spyderco Lum Darndale, the Darndale. And that's where I'm going to end this. Thank you for watching. Hope you stuck with it. That's my fixed blade collection. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. I really appreciate all of you guys. Take good care of yourselves. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.